Imagine giving birth to a newborn baby or having a sick parent who needs round-the-clock care, only to be forced back to work days later because you simply can't afford to take time off. For millions of Americans, this isn't a nightmare, it's their reality. As someone who deeply values family and believes in the importance of economic stability, I find it shocking that the United States still hasn't implemented something that most developed countries and nations consider basic, which is paid family leave. The U.S. must implement a federal paid family leave policy to ensure economic security, improve public health, and support a more productive, stable workforce. Today I'm going to show you guys why the lack of paid leave is a serious national crisis, how a federal policy could solve it, and what each of us can do to help make this a reality here. Let's start with the facts. The United States is one of the only wealthy nations without a national paid family leave policy. According to the National Partnership for Women and Families, in a 2023 report, 1 in 4 mothers returns to work within 2 weeks of giving birth. That's not just unhealthy, it's really dangerous for mothers. This problem hits low-income families, women, and communities of color the hardest, and many people lose wages or even their jobs just for taking time to care for a newborn or a relative that's dying. And it's not just about money. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, which is OECD, found in 2023 that countries without parental leave have higher infant mortality rates. And the American Public Health Association in 2022 study also found that caregivers without leave experience higher rates of depression, anxiety, and chronic stress. Economically, we're hurting ourselves too. The Center for American Progress reported in 2022 that U.S. families lose about $22.5 billion in wages every year because of unpaid family leave. Now I'm going to show you guys my visual aid. Okay, so to put this into perspective, let's look at how the US, which is down here, compares to other developed countries regarding parental paid leave. As you can see, countries like Sweden, Germany, and Canada offer between 50 to 68 weeks of paid parental leave. In contrast, the United States offers 0 weeks at the federal level. This visual clearly illustrates the significant gap in support for new parents in the United States compared to other nations. We can change this with a simple, effective solution: a federal paid family leave policy guaranteeing at least 12 weeks of paid leave for new parents and caregivers. Here's how it would work. It would be funded through a small payroll tax, just 0.4 to 0.5%, similar to how we fund Social Security. It would cover all workers, no matter the size of their employer. It would provide partial wage replacement, about 66% of a person's income, up to a certain cap. This isn't just an idea, it's already working. Countries like Canada and Germany have thriving economies and healthier workforces thanks to paid leave. Here at home in the United States, there are states like California, New York, and New Jersey, and they have implemented paid leave programs, and they work. These states have seen higher workforce participation, better health outcomes, and lower dependence on public assistance. So let's imagine the best case scenario. Parents and caregivers no longer have to choose between their jobs and their families. Infants are healthier, workers are more focused and less stressed. Companies benefit from greater retention and productivity, and we all win. Now imagine the worst case scenario, which is we do nothing, and only the wealthy and those in the certain states get the support they need. Inequality deepens, more parents quit their jobs, the economy suffers, and once again, America falls behind. So, what can you do to help? You can contact your legislators, ask them to support the Family Act, which is family in all caps, and it's a bill that would create a national paid leave program. You can also support businesses that already offer paid family leave, and if you have a job, you can encourage your own workplace to adopt better policies if they already don't. You can also spread awareness, share real stories, post the stats, help people see why this matters, because we all know someone, a sibling, a friend, or a future version of ourselves who will need time to care for a loved one. So let's build a country that supports families, not punishes them, for showing up. Thank you.